Welcome to Filmwar. Let's cut the shit. This is a movie games podcast, so every second not spent playing movie games is a second wasted. Whoever has the most points at the end will be declared our champion. Remember, we don't say Goonies on this show. If you say the word Goonies at any point, I'm going to take all your points away. Our prize for today is a VHS cassette copy of American Tail. And also an American Tail 2, Five What Goes West. We were giving away 2 of them today.
I'd like some American Tail.
All right, and we're off to the races. Tonight we have Brent, and tonight we have Kyle. How are you guys doing tonight? This is a rematch from episode 1 of this season. Who do you think? Kyle took the first one. Brent, you think you're going to take your win back?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you have those
Probably.
VHS tapes and that they did not get thrown away or added to some garage sale. I'm impressed by
Actually,
that.
I go back in time to get these, so they're all available.
This game is called Genre Feud.
This game is called Genre Feud. I'll be naming a specific genre of film and 3 films that fall into that genre. You'll each take turns guessing which had the highest budget and which took in the most money theatrically worldwide. You guys have both played this game before, so we're going to jump right in. Our first genre of films are coming-of-age films.
Yeah.
And the 3 films you have to choose from are from 1967, The Graduate, from 2001, Ghost World, and from 2018, 8th Grade. Brent, I'm sorry, did you get Jimmy John's delivered to you in that TV?
It was so fast I freaked.
All right, Brent, which one had the highest budget between these 3 films? Graduate, Ghost World, 8th Grade.
Graduate.
Brent is saying The Graduate had the highest budget. Kyle, what do you say?
I would say The Graduate, but I factor in inflation here. I'm going to go with Ghost World.
Kyle's saying Ghost World, Brent's saying Graduate. Kyle gets a point, it is Ghost World. $7 million to make that film, $3 million to make Graduate, $2 million to make 8th Grade. All of these films are terrific. Honestly, I'd say 8th Grade is probably my favorite of the 3, though. It's really good. You guys should check that one out. All right, now we're going for highest theatrical gross worldwide. Kyle, I'll let you start this off. Which movie do you think brought in the most?
I think they wanted a return on their investment. I'm going to go with Ghost World.
Kyle's saying Ghost World. Brent, what do you think?
This is box office.
Theatrically worldwide.
Oh, man. I think 8th Grade didn't get released in a lot of markets, did it?
It got released in some.
I'm going to go Graduate.
Brent's saying The Graduate. And he gets a point for it. $105 million that movie brought in. Graduate brought in the most money, $105 million. 8th Grade only brought in $14 million. Ghost World only brought in $9 million, even with its highest budget. Okay, Kyle's got a point, Brent's got a point. Moving into our second genre, and that is adaptations. The 3 films you have to choose from are from 1991, Silence of the Lambs, 2017, It, and from 2016, Hidden Figures. Kyle, which one do you think had the highest budget between these 3 films?
I'm going to say It.
Kyle's saying It had the highest budget. Brent, what are you saying?
It.
Brent's also saying It. You guys both get a point. It was $35 million to make It, only $25 to make Hidden Figures, and $19 to make Silence of the Lambs. Okay, now we're going for a theatrical worldwide gross. Brent, which one do you think brought in the most money between these 3 films?
It.
Brent's sticking with It. Kyle, what do you say?
It.
Kyle's also saying It. You guys both get another point.
Well, this is just
Guys, you're going neck to neck on every single one. Who's going to give up first?
I think Brent is going to give up first.
We'll see.
I'd like to go neck to neck.
I know that you would. The next genre is prison comedies.
Hell yeah.
And the 3 films you have to choose from are from 2009, I Love You, Philip Morris, from 1999, Life, and from 1990, Ernest Goes to Jail. 3 personal favorites of mine. What do you guys think?
I like them all.
I've seen Life and Ernest Goes to Jail, both quality films.
Kyle, which one do you think took the most to make? Who had the highest budget?
I think Life did.
Kyle's saying Life. Brent, what do you say?
I Love You, Philip Morris.
Brent's saying I love you, Philip Morris. Kyle says life. Kyle gets a point. $80 million to make Life. Only 13 to make I love you, Philip Morris, and $9 million to make Ernest Goes to Jail.
I love the Ernest franchise.
Yeah, the Ernest franchise is very good. I Love You, Philip Morris was an indie film, so yeah, of course it had a slightly higher budget. I was surprised that it took $80 million to make Life, but it is a period piece, so those usually take a little bit more money. All right, worldwide theatrical gross. Brent, I'll start with you. Which one of these three movies do you think brought in the most money?
I'm gonna say Life.
Brent's saying Life. Kyle, what are you saying? Hopefully a little bit faster than his answer.
I still remember the preview that they put out all over the TV back then. You gonna eat your cornbread? So I'm going with Life.
Kyle's also going with Life. And you guys both get a point for it. $73 million Life brought in. Ernest Goes to Jail brought in $25 million. I Love You, Philip Morris brought in $21 million, which was respectable. Brought in more than its budget. Life lost money. Ernest Goes to Jail made a lot of money compared to its budget.
Ernest puts asses in seats.
Ernest puts asses in seats. Yeah.
That's right.
The next genre is prison dramas. We did prison comedies, now we're doing prison dramas. The three films you have to choose from are The Great Escape from 1963, Midnight Express from 1978, and Broke Down Palace from 1999. Kyle, which one of these three films do you think had the higher budget?
Maybe The Great Escape.
Kyle's saying The Great Escape. Brent, what are you saying?
Midnight Express.
Brent is saying Midnight Express had the highest budget. Neither of you guys get a point. Broke Down Palace took $25 million to make, and that all went in Bill Pullman's pocket. Great Escape only cost $4 million to make, and Midnight Express only cost $2 million to make. Midnight Express, of course, written by Oliver Stone. He won an Oscar for it. Okay, and theatrically, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, none of these movies made a lot of money, so which one do you think made the most of the three, Kyle?
I'm going to go with Midnight Express.
Same.
Brent's also saying Midnight Express. You guys both get a point for it. $35 million it brought in, probably because of that Oscar bump. Broke Down Palace brought in $10 million, which is underrated, and even more underrated, Great Escape only brought in $228,000.
Broke Down Palace ain't that good.
I like that film. It's got some good performances in it. Okay, at the end of Genre Feud, Kyle has 6 points, Brent has 5. Kyle has moved ahead.
Look at me. I'm winning.
This game is called High-Low.
In this game, you'll each be guessing whether the average rating for a film on Letterboxd is higher or lower than 3.5 stars. You'll each have a chance to guess, and you can each both receive points for each film. 3.5 stars is the line for every film. Our first film is from 2003, School of Rock. Been a lot of people talking about this movie lately.
This bread's extra good today.
I think it's because it's an anniversary of the movie, and the kids want to do a reunion.
Yeah, I think Jack Black also wants that. He's obviously got all that Super Mario money now.
You know that one kid's dead.
Which one's dead?
The drummer.
You'd have to look it up.
Oh, really? That's a bummer.
I think
The drummer he got hit. He got hit in a bicycle accident in Chicago
because he wanted to die.
Listeners, do not trust these sources. Do your own research. Kyle, do you think this film is higher or lower than 3.5 stars on Letterboxd?
I think it's a great film. I think people love it. I'm gonna go with higher.
Kyle's saying higher. Brent, what do you say? Brent's also saying higher. And it was higher, 3.7 stars. The people on Letterboxd like that film. Okay,
yeah, I often disagree
next.
with those Letterboxd folks, but
do you agree with that one?
They're right. They're right with this one.
Kyle's a big fan of School of Rock. Did you go to a School of Rock?
Yeah, back then it wasn't called School of Rock, but I did go to one when I was little.
Our next film is from 1997. It is Starship Troopers. Brent, do you think Starship Troopers is rated higher or lower than 3.5 stars on Letterboxd? Brent's saying higher. Kyle, do you agree with him, or are you going to go against the grain?
Great film. People love it. I'm going with higher.
Kyle and Brent both saying higher. They both get a point for it. 3.7 stars. From 1986, Crocodile Dundee. Brent's personal favorite. Brent, do you think it's higher or lower? 3.5 stars.
Lower.
Brent saying lower. Kyle, do you agree?
Didn't he do like some racist shit or something?
Probably. I mean,
Crocodile Dundee. You know, Letterboxd doesn't seem to give much credit to the comedies, so I'm gonna go with lower.
you guys are both saying lower, and you guys both get a point. 3 stars.
We've both tuned into Letterboxd by now.
Yeah, right. I know you guys are on there. You're probably affecting the ratings, you know? At this point, all of our fans.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is knife?
Knife.
That's
our last
not a
film for
knife.
high-low.
This is a knife.
Remember the Australian wave of the 90s?
Yeah, that was more the 80s, late 80s.
Simpsons
Fosters.
did it. Remember that
Simpsons
bit?
did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The koala bear.
The Prime Minister.
The toilets go the other way.
Are we just going to do Simpsons quotes for the rest of this episode? I'm fine with that. I'm
I
fine.
love that episode. It's a really good one.
That is a really good episode. Yeah. All right, our last film in high-low is from 2021. It's a new, more recent film, and it is The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Beer. Coffee. Beer. Coffee.
I thought you were doing a Mitchells versus Machines quote.
B-E. All right, sorry. I wasn't even a good rendition of it. Go ahead.
Kyle, have you seen Mitchells versus the Machines?
Negative.
That's a shame.
Brent obviously thinks it's higher. Are you saying higher, Brent?
Yeah.
Brent's saying higher. Kyle, do you agree with him?
Oh, it's on Netflix? I'm going to check that out. I'm going to say it's lower.
Kyle's saying lower. Brent's saying higher. Brent gets the point for a 3.9 stars. It was a good film.
I break away from the pack. It is a good film. I was pleasantly surprised, actually.
I'm going to have to check that one out. I'm going to write that down.
Go ahead and make a note of that, Kyle.
Dear Kyle.
Well, I'll make a note of this score. As of right now, it is a dead tie. Once again, 9 points to the both of you.
You're dead. I'm the tie.
This game is called The Imposter.
Our next game is The Imposter. For this game, I'll be naming a film and 3 actors. 2 of the named actors are actually in that stated film. The third one is not. They're the imposter. It's up to you to figure out who that imposter is. Each of you will be guessing for every question. Our first film is from 1996, and it is Kenneth Branagh's version of Hamlet.
Shut up.
It's a fantastic film. Let's see if you guys know it very well. Your cast is Charles Dance, Robin Williams, and Billy Crystal. Kyle, who do you think was not in Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet?
Never seen it, but I'm guessing Robin Williams.
Kyle's saying Robin Williams is not in that film. Brent, do you agree with him? Or are you saying something different?
That's Charles Dance's fucking head right there, isn't it?
I cannot confirm nor deny any of these things.
I'm going to say Billy Crystal.
Looks like Joe Biden.
Kyle's saying Robin Williams, Brent's saying Billy Crystal, and the answer is Charles Dance. Neither of you guys get a point. Robin Williams and Billy Crystal are both in Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet, and now you know.
I'm the imposter. I'm taking my shoe off.
You got Birkenstocks?
I do. I got the Birks.
Now, are those prison issues?
They are. They come from my butt.
Moving on. Our next film is from 2003, Dreamcatcher. That's Stephen King adaptation.
That thing was awful.
Yeah, it's not that good. Jason Lee, Ed Harris, Damian Lewis. Brent, who do you think was not in that film?
Jason Lee was. Ed Harris was. Damian Lewis. No, wait, he's in it. He's definitely in it. Oh, boy. Ed Harris.
Brent's saying Ed Harris, but he seems unsure. Kyle, what do you say?
It's been a long time since I saw this one. I'll go with Ed Harris.
I was also saying Ed Harris. You guys both get a point. Still tied. Ed Harris was not in that film. Damian Lewis and Jason Lee were.
Damian Lewis is like the head guy, right?
Yeah, he's pretty much the head guy. Actually,
Private
I'd say the head guy is Donnie Wahlberg. Duddits? I don't know. I guess I
Did you know the Wahlbergs have a hamburger stand?
Do they?
Yeah, but doesn't he's the hero, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. In a way. He's got a villain in his head or something. I don't know. It's a shitty film.
Maybe we should stop and watch it.
No, we were not going to watch that movie. All right, the next film that you'll be choosing the imposter from is from 1995, and it is A Kid in King Arthur's Court.
Speaking of...
Joust do it, it says on this poster.
Rookie
Okay, your
of the year.
cast is... This is a pretty good cast, so pay attention. Daniel Craig, Kate Winslet, Alan Rickman. 2 of these people were in this film. One of them was not. Kyle, who are you saying was not?
Oh, I used to watch this back in the day, but not in a long time. Daniel Craig.
Is a banger.
Kyle is saying Daniel Craig was not in this film. Brent, what do you say?
Yeah, give me old Craigie, boy.
You guys are both saying Daniel Craig, and neither of you get a point. Alan Rickman, of course, was not in A Kid in King Arthur's Court, but Daniel Craig and Kate Winslet, at the very beginning of their careers, were.
Man,
No
what
points.
a stupid movie.
I figured you would have loved this movie, Brent. Like this look,
I
you
never
probably
watched
dressed
it.
like this kid for Halloween at least 2 years
That's
in a row.
Rookie of the Year, right?
The last film for The Imposter is from 2003, Seabiscuit.
Ow. How many horses?
I just now realized that one of the actors I've cast is at the top of that poster, so now you at least know that one of those gentlemen is in this film. The cast that you have to choose from are Chris Cooper, William H. Macy, and Will Arnett. Brent, who was not in Seabiscuit?
I knew Chris Cooper was in it anyway. I'm going to say... I thought Macy is in it. I'm going to go with Arnett.
Brent saying Will Arnett. Kyle, what do you say?
I'll check. I'll go with Arnett, too.
You guys are both saying Arnett, and it is correct. You guys both get a point. All right, at the end of The Imposter, it's still a dead tie. You guys both have 11 points. Each of you got 2 points that round.
This game is called Meetings and Failures in Meetings.
I'm going to give you 2 titles that a movie was released under in foreign markets. One is real, one is bullshit. You're going to tell me which one was real. Our first film, and I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, this graphic is wrong. The year is wrong. This film was not from 2004. It's from 1971. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And your 2 titles to choose from are The Boy Who Drowned in Chocolate from Denmark or Caught by the Candyman from Norway. Brent, which one do you think is real?
Oh, boy. I think I've seen both of these somewhere before. I'm going to go with The Boy Who tried to swim in chocolate and then took a deep breath and drowned in it.
Correct. Not at all an option here. You're choosing The Boy Who Drowned in Chocolate.
Augusta.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle, which one do you say is real?
Me too. I'll go with The Boy Who Drowned in Chocolate is real.
You guys are both saying The Boy Who Drowned in Chocolate is the real title and Caught by the Candyman is bullshit, created by me, and you guys are right. Boy Who Drowned in Chocolate is a title for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in Denmark. Each of you get a point. Are these questions just easy today? You guys are like...
What do you mean? We've gotten a lot wrong.
Yeah, a lot wrong, but everything you guys have gotten right has just been like, yeah, of course.
I've also done some research.
I'm sure you have. Well, have you done the research on this 2010 film, Little Fockers?
No!
Damn. You really fucked up, Brett. The 2 titles you can choose from are This Is Getting Ridiculous from Switzerland
come on.
or Zany Son-in-Law, Zippy Grandkid, Sour Father-in-Law from Thailand. Brent, which one do you think is real?
I don't know why you would make up something called This Is Getting Ridiculous, unless it's to throw me off on the one that I think you obviously made up and then called it Thailand. I'm going to go with This Is Getting Ridiculous.
Brett saying This Is Getting Ridiculous is the correct title for Little Fockers in Switzerland. Kyle, what do you say?
I'm going to go with Zany.
Kyle saying Zany Son-in-Law, Zippy Grandkid, Sour Father-in-Law in Thailand is correct, and Kyle gets a point for it. It was correct.
Hooray!
All right, our next film is from 1984, and it is Ghostbusters. I'm sure you guys have seen that film.
There's something good, and it don't look good. Who you going to go?
Good.
Ghostbusters.
The 2 titles you can choose from are Superpower Dare Die Team from China or Bumpkins in the Night from New Zealand. Which one is correct, Brent?
There's only one bumpkin here, and it ain't me. Superpowered Dare Die Team.
Brent saying Superpower Dare Die Team is correct from China. Kyle, what do you say?
Bumpkins in the Night.
Kyle's going to choose the opposite, Bumpkins in the Night from New Zealand. And the winner of this point is Brent. Brent gets a point. Superpower Dare or Die team. Kyle's doing prop work now.
Who you gonna call? Carrot Top. Can I do a spit take?
No. It's just going to slam against the screen of the TV and go back to you. The last movie for Bees and Failure Meetings is from 2004, and it is The Incredibles. And I want you guys to pay attention here because this is going to get a little tricky.
Who are you going to call?
Your two titles are Super People General Mobilization from China or Power Family Goofy Villain Fight to Save World from Thailand. Kyle, I'll let you go first. Which one do you think is the real title?
I think Power Family Goofy Villain Fight to Save World is the real title.
Kyle saying Power Family Goofy Villain Fight to Save World is the real title. Brent, what do you say?
You know that a lot of the Chinese translations are mobilization because of, I can't remember what particular word it is, but it is Super People General Mobilization.
Brett is saying Super People General Mobilization, and he really sussed that one out. It is correct, but I will say that we had a very similar title to that Thailand one as well. I tried to trick you. I only tricked Kyle. Brett
yeah, you sure did.
That's not get annoying yet.
It's making my penis hard.
Perfect.
That is the end of Meetings and Failures and Meetings, and score update. Brent has taken the lead by 1 point, 14-13. Getting close.
Oh, I want to win, and I'm not winning.
This game is called New Movie Old Title.
Our next game is New Movie Old Title. I'll be giving each of you the name of a film, and you need to come up with a new plot line for a movie that would share the same title. It's a new movie plot with an old movie title. You'll each get one chance to wow me, and I'll give you as many points as I want. You guys have to impress me, though, to get those points. Kyle, you're going to go first, and the title of your new film is About Time. Let's hear something. Let's hear a plot, a cast, a setting, anything.
What's the
dialogue.
original?
About Time is a film starring Domhnall Gleeson and Rachel McAdams.
Okay, there's a clock in this haunted mansion, and a wicked or a very good princess comes in, and she reverses the spell, and so the clock actually gets mixed up in all the magic and becomes alive. And the clock goes out and tries to stop all world hunger and all wars. And then, getting all mixed up in the politics of everything, the clock ends up causing more wars. And so they eventually execute this clock. And whenever anyone wants to do something drastic in politics, the catchphrase was always about time. Remember time, the clock?
That's okay. What is it? Animated? Is it an animated film or is it live action?
It's claymation.
Claymation. Who plays the voice of the clock? Does it have a voice or does it?
The clock is played by Elton John.
Elton John plays the voice of the clock. Does the clock sing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's hear what's at least one song title that we would hear this clock sing in this movie.
Crocodile Rock. He does Elton John songs.
Okay, so but is there a piece of legislation or something that kind of goes with that? Does it make thematic sense? I guess is what I'm asking.
Say no to Prop 8.
Yes, because at that point he's crossing a swamp to get to a new land to talk to the new.
So his view of legislation is just whatever is affecting him at the given moment. He's just going to pass laws about it.
He's a blue jean baby, LA lady, a seamstress for the band.
Can you draw an image of it?
About Time, a Kyle picture.
It's about time that got done.
I thought I was pretty brief.
Yeah, it was pretty brief. Now, for the person that is never brief, Brent, are you ready for the title of your film?
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
And the title of your film, Brent, is Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Wimpy.
Floor is yours.
All right. So basically, this is a origin story of Wimpy from Popeye.
Okay.
And what we're really getting into here is where his fascination and weird, freakish, what do they call those when you're into things?
Obsession?
No, the
Hobby.
sex thing. The
Kink.
sex thing. Kink. His kink for cheeseburgers starts.
Okay. It's an origin story out of how he started liking cheeseburgers. Pray tell, how does he?
But also it gets into how he almost ruined his life and going into a huge, massive debt in order to get these said cheeseburgers. The cheeseburgers weren't actually cheeseburgers; they were drug-laced patties. But he gets into them because he is he's kind of like Flowers for Al-Anon. He's a simple kid, and he's the janitor at a fast food restaurant. And some guy in the back of the kitchen starts working with these drug patties that are supposed to like increase intelligence, and he wants somebody to test it on, so he tests it on Wimpy. And then it starts kind of like Limitless, where he can't stop taking the pills.
Right, but it's cheeseburgers.
Right.
Okay.
And eventually we get introduced to Popeye and olive oil.
How does he meet him? Do they just come to the restaurant, or
They try to get him. They get him off the junk.
so there's a hamburger intervention?
Right. But then he's always just got this weird obsession with hamburgers in general, even though he kicks it.
But we. So is this? It's a prequel and a sequel, because obviously we know that he doesn't kick it.
No, he still has an addiction to cheeseburgers, but it's because he's
without the
still
drugs.
there.
So he got over the drugs, didn't go over the hamburgers.
No,
Okay.
yeah, he had still trying to search. Hopefully he finds the hamburger that has it in it. Back in his mind, he's hoping to find it again, but really he's just using it as
you
a...
can't cure a junkie. I get that
right.
for sure. So is this animated?
Once a fat kid, always a fat kid.
Right. Same as for a drug addict, I would say. So is this animated like?
No, this is
cartoons?
this is
a
live
Robin
action.
Williams sequel.
This is a live action,
Okay.
the prequel.
Okay. Who plays Wimpy then?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
They age him like in the was he Irishman?
Irishman. Irishman is an Irish superhero, I believe.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, damn right. Okay, who plays the rest of it? Who plays Olive? Who plays Popeye?
Oh man, Popeye.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Who plays the drug dealer, the drug guy?
Let's Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria. Okay.
I want him to bring back his Smurf roll.
Gargamesh? Gilgamesh? Gargamel?
Gargamel, yeah.
So you're crossing universes in this
Well, I
movie,
mean,
too?
it's not actually Gargamel, but I want him
He
to...
just looks and acts and talks like it.
Right.
Okay.
Shelley Duvall reprises her role.
Okay, she's
and then,
the only one coming back.
Popeye, obviously. Rest in peace. Popeye, I want John Cena for Popeye.
Fuck yeah, okay, all right. That's a good one. All right, Brent's Diary of a Wimpy Kid. All right, let's get out some points. Kyle, about time. I'm going to give you 2 points.
Thanks, Shay. I love points.
I love Irishmen.
All
Irish
right,
man.
see, I was going to give you 4 points. Now I'm only going to give you 3 because I know you're condescending me.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to kiss your ass.
Well, same thing. At the end of that game, Brent still got the lead 17-15. But lucky for both of you, we're still going into our last game.
Jeez, I hope I win.
Jeeves?
I hope I win.
Like the search engine? Hey, Jeeves, does Kyle win? Let me look that up for you. No.
This game is called Dreamcast.
All right, this is Dreamcast. You know that game where we try to cast the roles of different movies and everyone just takes a long fucking time coming up with who they're going to cast? We're going to play that again. Our first movie that we'll be recasting is Harry Potter. We'll be casting Harry himself, Hermione, Ron Weasley, Dumbledore, and, of course, he who shall not be named.
Did you
I'm just going to say it's Voldemort.
Pictures.
These are so the Harry Potter picture is obviously from the book. I think the Deathly Hallows part, no, Half-Blood Prince. I think, I don't know, and then the rest are AI generated of what they think that the book representation would look like, and that is what we're going for here. Let's go from the book. I'm sure you guys read it.
On heroin.
Dumbledore is on heroin in the books.
I only read the first one.
Okay, so Brent, who are you casting as Harry Potter?
I like, who's that guy that wears glasses?
You.
Oh, man, he's on my head. Let's do Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Brent says. Kyle, what do you say?
I'm going to go with Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, a very, very popular choice in this game. Kyle, who are you going to cast as Hermione Granger?
Let's go with what's her name? Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon. Brent, what do you say?
She just seems okay.
Oh shit, what's her name? From Kick-Ass.
Chloe Grace Moretz?
Yeah, her.
Brett says Chloe Grace Moretz as Hermione Granger. All right, Brent, what are you saying for Ron Weasley? Gotta be a redhead, or they're gonna have to dye his hair.
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin, Brent says. Kyle, what do you say?
I'm going to go with Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Can I do my Dumbledore real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. What's your Dumbledore?
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
I thought he was about to do a Dumbledore impression.
Harry, you're a witch!
That's it's not wrong character, wrong word.
You're a witch, Harry!
Harry, you're a witch. God damn it.
You're a witch. You're a witch, girl.
All right, Chris Christopherson is Dumbledore. Brent says, Kyle, what do you say for Dumbledore?
I'll go with Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. So far, Brent, your cast is really coming together. Kyle, yours is a fucking fever dream.
Wow.
All right, Kyle, bring it home. Who's playing Voldemort?
Arlie Ermy, the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket.
Lee Ermey from every military movie that's ever been made. And Brent, who are you casting as Voldemort?
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Rooker.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker.
All right.
Harry, you're a witch.
I was gonna say John Oates, but
From Hall & Oates?
yeah. So he could do that. You're a witch, girl.
Okay, I see. You're bringing it back around. I get it. All right, our cast for Harry Potter is Jake Gyllenhaal and Danny DeVito as Harry Potter, Chloe Grace Moretz and Reese Witherspoon as Hermione, Macaulay Culkin and Chris Farley as Ron, Chris Christopherson and Willie Nelson as Dumbledore, and Michael Rooker and Arlie Ermy as Voldemort.
Man, I want to see my movie.
All right, for Harry Potter, I'm going to give the point to Brent, Jake Gyllenhaal. For Hermione, I'm going to take Reese Witherspoon. That's a point for Kyle. For Ron, I'm also going to choose Chris Farley, another Kyle choice. And for Dumbledore, I'm going to take Chris Christopherson because I think he'd fucking kill that role. Another point for Brent. And for Voldemort, I'm going to take Michael Rooker, another point for Brent.
Darn, I wish I won that round.
Yeah, you came out, you only got 2 out of the 5 there, and you needed some more because Brent's on top of you right now, as he likes to be.
The subjective rounds is always where Brent pulls ahead.
Yeah, he knows his audience.
I'd like to pull ahead.
Off who?
I'm surprised you managed to find a euphemism from that small sentence I just did.
Do it again, Brent.
I'd like to have did you.
I guess you're not magic after all.
All right, our next Dreamcast is a good one for you guys. I know you're both going to enjoy this. The Simpsons. We're going to cast a live-action Simpsons remake movie, however you want to say it. We'll be casting Homer Simpson, Marge Simpson, Ned Flanders, Moe the bartender, and any Simpsons character you want with whoever you want. Player's choice. Let's start with Brent. Who are you going to cast as Homer?
Batista.
Batista.
Yeah.
Brent says. Kyle, who are you casting as Homer Simpson?
Tim Heidecker. Actually, sorry, John C. Reilly.
All right, I'll let you change this just this once. John C. Reilly. All right, Kyle, who are you going to cast as Marge?
Let's see. Tina Turner.
R.I.P. Tina Turner as Marge. Brett, who are you saying?
Karen Gillian.
Who are you casting as Ned Flanders?
I'll go with fuck, I just had something. Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan, Kyle says. Brett, what do you say? Ned Flanders.
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville. All right, Brent. Moe Sislak. Who are you casting as the bartender? Who's going to get all those crazy prank calls?
This is getting weird.
Get it?
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. Brent says. That's a good cast. Kyle, what do you think Moe Sislak?
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, Kyle says, for Moe. And then the last one is any character you want with any actor you want. Kyle, I'll let you go first. Who is the character and who's the actor?
I will do the comic book guy. And the actor is John Candy.
John Candy as the comic book guy, Kyle says. Brent, hope you got a good one.
Galifianakis as Old Gil.
Zach Galifianakis as Gil. All right, so our cast for the Simpsons movie is Dave Bautista and John C. Reilly as Homer Simpson, Karen Gilliam and Tina Turner as Marge, Johnny Knoxville and Jim Gaffigan as Ned Flanders, Steve Buscemi and Bob Dylan as Moe Sislak, and Zach Galifianakis as Gil, courtesy of Brent, and John Candy as comic book guy, courtesy of Kyle.
I tried to stick with Guardians, but I had to branch out. Now, could I have made Rocket its own play a character? No,
you could have cast Bradley Cooper.
As Rocket, playing the dog. Santa's little helper. Bradley Cooper playing Rocket Raccoon as Santa's little helper.
So it's like as if Rocket Raccoon was cast in the Marvel Universe as Santa's little helper? No, you couldn't have done that. Because we live in this world, not that world. Okay.
So far.
Wait till the singularity, baby. All right. For Homer, we're going to take John C. Reilly. That's a point for Kyle. For Marge, we're going to take Karen Gilliam. That's a point for Brent. For Ned, we're going to take Jim Gaffigan. That's another point for Kyle.
You hate Jim Gaffigan.
I do hate Jim Gaffigan. But Johnny Knoxville, I don't know. I see Jim Gaffigan more as Ned Flanders than I do him. For Moe, I'm going to take Steve Buscemi. That's another point for Brent. And for the any character, I'm going to give you each a point because they were both good.
Thank you for making it more fair this round.
I'd like to give you a round. Reach around.
For any children listening, please don't.
Hi, kids. Do you like...
Primus.
9 Inch Nails in your eyelids? Oh, Jesus
Through each
Christ,
one of my
guys.
eyelids.
So why do we always just end up doing lyrics on this show? Are we going to do Music War? Is that what you guys want? Are the contestants calling for Music War?
It's because
that'd
we're
be cool.
artsy-fartsy.
That'd be a good special episode.
I don't know enough about music to do it, so maybe one day we'll do a Music War episode.
Kyle would kill us all, probably.
We have a winner. For the first time this season, Brent sits in the champion chair.
Pew, pew,
And Brent, your first win in the TV.
I can't believe I got beat by a TV. This is ridiculous.
I'd like to beat your TV.
That's all
I'm
for
about to
Filmwar.
beat off to the TV.
Okay, Kyle, don't help him. That's all for Filmwar. We have a new champion. All hail Brent. They're taking home the American Tail Saga on VHS. Follow us on Twitter and Snapchat at The Filmwar, on Instagram at The Filmwar Pod, and on our subreddit at r/Filmwar. Please watch our episodes on youtube.com/@Filmwar or at thefilmwar.com. Rate us, share us, kiss us, thrill us. We'll see you soon. Until then, any last words?
Boppa booey, boppa booey.
I wish I won tonight.
Godspeed.
Filmwar, a 1,000-yard stare production.